Getting that set up now, right now. And then I got to see how I can control people in the YouTube chat because everybody knows like that chat is like trolls. All right. Let's see. Participants? No, that's not what I want. About chat. Okay, but can I set who can chat? Let's see. I think I already did it. So I think I already set it where they have to be subscribed for at least a day. Perfect. All right, guys. So if you are watching me on YouTube, I am streaming live from my school community Zoom. You would need to join my school community if you are interested in getting hot seat coaching or doing Q&A. I'm going to get you guys a link and I'm going to put that in the chat. I swear the character limits on YouTube drive me insane. Why do YouTube chats do that? Why do they limit it even more than anywhere else? I swear. Okay. So that's covered. Okay. Now YouTube chat is covered. I am going to move this over here. This can go right here. Because I believe on YouTube chat, if I'm not mistaken, as long as I do a pinned comment in that chat, it stays. Like everyone that joins sees it. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. And those of you that are in the community, give me just a moment. I am setting up. If you are just joining, you are using the chat in school for the chat for here. Workbook? No, this isn't the the event girl. That's next week. This isn't the event. I love you, girl. This is not the event. Yeah, girl, you have no idea. I have so many things on my calendar as well, and I'm trying to get those of you that are on school or if you're in my on my YouTube for members, I had a members video that I was supposed to post days ago, but what had happened was it accidentally got deleted because I was cleaning out my phone from other things. So I took that as, you know what? I needed to make it even better. So I just re-recorded it. I did that yesterday. I edited it this morning and I was going to go and like post it for you guys because when I post a member's content, like there's a lot that goes into it. So I have to get the title, the thumbnail, the description, all of that sort of stuff for YouTube, but also the posts for school. So it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot. I don't mind it, trust me, but it is a lot. And as I was going to do that, a I had like a flood of messages and it's okay. It's a good reason why. I had a flood of messages from some past clients with successes and it's like it's been an avalanche recently. So there's going to be some things coming up in the next couple of weeks with that. But um Ashley commented about the event coming up. She thought that this was the event and that's okay. The event is from May 1st through the 3rd and that is going on inside the school community. Okay. That's going to go on inside the school community. You do have to register for that. So I do have a post in the classroom for you guys to get registered for that. But that will be May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. May 1st, we're doing it at 8 p.m. Eastern time. On the 2nd and the 3rd, we're doing it at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And the reason why I did that is because some of you guys are in Pacific time. Majority of people that are in my school community or that are past clients or that just follow me in general are in the US and Canada, and some a good chunk are in South America. So it's within these time zones. Okay. So I'm sorry if you were in another country. I can only cater to so many people. Okay. So that's why I did that, because Friday, I understand people working, yada, yada, yada. So I tried to make the start of it at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So that would be what, 5 p.m. Pacific time. So that way everybody's covered. Okay. And if you still can't make that time, guess what? You can get the replays, you can get the workbook. The workbook will be available on probably the 30th. Maybe let me look at a calendar real quick. So that will be available probably the 29th on the 30th. I'm working on that now. So I'm like clearing up a lot of things with that. Um, here's the thing, guys. With these events, it takes a lot of preparation on my point. Okay. So I already have the lessons for all 3 days worked out. I have everything structured and I'm building my slides that I want to use for it. I'm doing that now. And then once I have the slides done, which that should be done by tomorrow or Sunday, I will be working on the workbook and I can get a workbook done within a day. Okay. It's the slides, it's the preparation of the lessons itself that take time. All right. So that will probably be completed, like the workbook completely done, everything done, because I like to really go over it and make sure it's good. And then I'll probably have that done, like I said, by the 29th or 30th. And then I will have that in the classroom on school. Okay. So those of you that are in the school community, I do know that some of you already commented that you want hot seat coaching. So give me just a moment. We're going to get to that. I wanted to talk about the event coming up because some of you might have questions on that. If you have questions about the event coming up May 1st through the 3rd, drop those in the chat on school. So again, if you're just joining me in the Zoom, we're using the post on school as the chat. Okay. Um, just so I have everything kind of structured here. Now, drop your comments on there. But yeah, I wanted to go over that. Do you guys want me to do a screen share? Like, do you want me to do a screen share of like the school community, like the posts, like everything, so you guys can kind of see it? I can't do a screen share of the classroom because it's got the Zoom links. Okay. So that way people will join and actually register before they get that. Um, yeah, Jennifer, watch my resurrection series on YouTube. I have a whole playlist. Start at the top, so you'll start at the calling and then go through all of them. The public ones, there is five public videos, and there are four members videos. So the members videos is on the membership on YouTube as well as in the school community. It's on the members content vault. And in the members content vault, I do have it separated. I say this is the resurrection series, basically. Let's do this. My teeth look white. It's crazy because I get asked all the time, like what whitening I use. Coffee, tea, does that count? Does that count? I don't. I don't. I brush my teeth, but I don't use whitening products. I guess my toothpaste is like I fluctuate between a few of them because I'm weird. I have like three different toothpastes at my sink, but I fluctuate between a few of them. And one of them is whitening, so maybe it's the toothpaste. I don't know. It's by I think is it Crest or Colgate? I can't remember. Either way. Um, but all right. Let me see something. Um, do. Okay. Let me bring up this over here. And because I'm trying to see the chat, I'm trying to see everything at once because I'm crazy. But I'm going to screen share real quick and I'm going to show you guys like what's going on for the event. Is that cool? We can do that before hot seats. It'll take me about 10 minutes. Okay. Share. Why isn't it doing it for me? Hold on. Okay. Where'd the screen share go? Oh. All right. So tell me in the school chat, can you guys see the screen that I'm sharing? Yes, yes. You can see the school community. Perfect. All right. So those that are not in the school community, if you click on my school link, if you don't know where to get it, you can just go to my website and it's literally right at the top, like how to join school. Okay. I have a few videos here, but I put my resurrect your identity event first because that's what's coming up after this. Okay, so that's next week from the 1st to the 3rd. And then there's a video here as well talking about the community. And I also have a video about successes and wins from the community itself. You'll see what you get in the classroom, right? I go through all of this. I recently did a video as well that's going to be a screen share of going through the community, kind of a walkthrough, and I will add that video on here soon. I just got to get it kind of edited to where like any like delays of me flipping back and forth are gone. But I will have that on there. You'll see here, like in the description, I literally tell you guys when I'm going to do hot seat coaching. Okay, so it's today and tomorrow. Today is shared on YouTube. Tomorrow will just be the community. Okay, so it will not be shared on YouTube at all. And then, of course, the event, I talk about what the event was inspired by. That's the Resurrection series. You can click here and it'll take you straight to it. It'll take you to that playlist. And I tell you what all you're getting here. Neil, why isn't it? Okay, that's why. All right. So this is the community, guys. All right. And as you see right here, this is what's going on. So those of you on YouTube, when I do live hot seats and Q&A, I have a pinned post. So that way the chat stays on the community. Because if I just did it on Zoom, it would go away when we end the Zoom. So everybody that's chatting right now, they're putting the comments on here and I see that. Okay. So I have another window with that open. And of course, I do post like this is where you're going to register for the event. All right. And there's all types of posts here. There's success stories. There's all types of stuff here. Now, I want to talk about the upcoming like events, stuff like that. And I'm going to change this. So today, hot seat coaching. Tomorrow, hot seat coaching. Information is all right here. And then the resurrection event right here. I'm not going to click on it because it would show you like links and stuff, and we're not doing that. So to register, it would be here. You would click here and it will take you and it will have the different links to register and the codes. And then someone asked about the workbook. That's going to go here. So like I said, on the 29th or 30th, I'm going to put the workbook download in here. So I'll click on it. It's fine. That'll go here. And then the replays will go here 24 hours after each day. Okay. Now, I was talking about the content vault, right? Right here. So Jennifer, if you are interested in the Resurrection series and you want the replays, the videos that are for members, they're right here. I put the Resurrection series right here for you. Super easy. These are the 4 members videos. Okay. Now in my community, I also have guided meditations, affirmation tracks. I've got my wealth identity ebook and audiobook. That's exclusive to here. You can't get it anywhere else. Same with my Build a Boo workshop. Same with the SP audios, because I like, guys, okay. If you know me, you know what I'm going to say about the whole SP stuff, but I have to say it because it, that's how people come to me. But this right here is also my Burn the Boats challenge. This used to be available on my website. No more. It is only available on here. Okay. And I'll show you that to you real quick. Hold on. You get a video, you get a workbook, and it's each day that you have a video lesson. Okay. I'm going to be updating that soon though. I'm going to update that one. I'm going to update these 2 probably. And this Love Identity Shift guide, that's actually was included also with my 4-week Love Identity Shift intensive. And I'll be running that again in the next few months. Okay. I might add it on here before that. Any questions about the upcoming events or anything in the school community? If not, we're going to get out of screen share. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys what the days were for the event, did I? How rude. All right, hold on. Where did that post go? Here we go. How rude of me. All right. So these are the 3 days of the event. So on May 1st, we're going to do the identity identification. Okay. This is where you're putting a mirror on who you've been. All right. We're not going to demonize that. We're just putting a mirror to it. And here's the thing, who you've been is not what you say you are. It's who you've actually been being. And now you're going to decide to be who you want to be. All right. Day 2, we're doing the undesired identity farewell. Now, this is not demonizing your undesired identity. It got you this far, right? We're going to appreciate that, but we're going to let it leave your awareness because, yeah, we got to appreciate it because it got you here, right? But now you're going to choose something else. And the day 3 is the full resurrection. So this is resurrecting the desired identity. And again, guys, when I'm saying resurrection, when I'm talking about the resurrection series, if you watch that, it is not religious. I break scripture down in a very modern way. And neuroscience, quantum physics, real life examples, pop culture, you name it, because literally it's in everything. Okay. It's through the lens of manifestation. So again, we're going to be resurrecting your desired identity, right? And actually stabilizing you as this now, making it your default. All right. Those are the 3 days. And all 3 of these days, I'm also doing hot seat coaching after the lesson. So the lesson will be 45 minutes to an hour. And then after that, I'm doing hot seat coaching and I'm coaching on that day's lesson. So when people are up for hot seat, I'll be coaching them on that day's lesson. Now, to receive hot seat coaching for this event, you do have to be a VIP member on my school community. That's the only thing with that. To receive the workbook and the replays, you do need to be a premium member, but free members can attend. Right now, I opened up registration for premium and VIP. And then next week, as long as there's spots available, I will open it up for free members. So join this community now, so that way you can make sure you secure your spot. Any questions? I don't see anyone typing, so I'm going to go ahead and stop screen share here. All right. If anyone is joining the Zoom, we're using the school chat as our chat. Okay. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and go through the list here for hot seats. If you did not request hot seat and you would like hot seat, please say so on the chat on school. And here's the disclaimer. This is being live streamed over on YouTube. I'm on camera, so guess what? You're on camera too, and your mic will be on, okay? That's how we're going to do hot seats. So you are consenting to that. So let me check member list real quick, because we are going with premium and VIPs first, and then we'll do free members. Not a problem. Okay. So I don't know if you pronounce your name Lara or Lara. Did you want to go ahead and go, honey? I kind of wonder if my thing isn't loading. Hold on. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and send you an unmute. Go ahead and turn on your camera, honey, and then we will get started.
Okay, so that's unmuted. And then this here, it still says the video is still disabled by you.
Interesting. Let me see. Give me just a moment. That's weird that it was doing that. How about now?
Okay, yes, you can see me, yes. Good.
Yes, I can.
Okay. I don't know how the lighting is, but I look kind of red like an Indian.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay. Maybe that's not a nice thing to say. Sorry about that. Okay, so ready?
Yes, I
Ready?
am.
Okay, so first I want to show you my situation. So the one with horns is my son Sunshine, and the other one is my son Gerard. And I've been with goats for 20 years, so these are my true sons. And they were given away without my consent. It's been a while, and there's other drama, so I'm editing out that. So my question is, I want to have certainty that I'm going to be reunited with them. I can't talk to most people about it because it is pure mysticism. Most people say that cannot happen in terms of the earth plane reality. But we already know if we have a desire, it's already done, right? So, but when I have grief, because of it's been a while, the missing, they love as God loves. So it's, they are my entire world, basically. And I've learned a lot since the whole drama. But I want to have certainty without the grief coming in because the depression, I think, okay, I persuade myself out of it, but then it comes back in and it can be torrential.
Mhm. Okay, so here's the thing. Um, I don't know why anyone is saying that this is not possible because anything is possible. Literally anything. I've seen some crazy things happen with people before. I mean, literally people that were pronounced a quote unquote vegetable and would never be able to talk again, talking again, functioning, walking out of hospitals, right? So if that's possible, why couldn't you get your goats back?
Right. I don't know where they are. So
Sure.
yeah. So it's just, and it's been like, every day apart from them. These are my sons. And I won't even go into how long it's been or the whole drama, but I just want to maintain certainty and the grief can take me, can floor me.
Hmm. Here's the thing. You only have the now moment, right? Everything is happening now. Your past is just memories that you keep replaying in your head. Your future is not here yet. You only have now. And in every now moment, all realities exist. The reality that they were never missing, they were never taking from you, or whatever the case is, right? That reality exists right now. The reality where they are already home with you exists right now. So the only thing that's happening is that you are entertaining both identities. You're entertaining the identity that has and doesn't have. So it sounds like when we're talking about grief and drama, it's a back and forth, correct?
Right.
Right. So we have to only entertain the identity that has. And you're going to have that undesired identity on your shoulder. That's the quote unquote good wolf versus the bad wolf. I have a whole video on that on YouTube, right? But we have to say no, because this is what it is. Keep, no,
So
this is what it is. No, this is what it is. Nope, this is what it is,
so
right?
I've been doing that for quite a while. However, my you know
Mm-hmm.
that book, I didn't read it, but the body keeps the score.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I yank my subconscious out of the doomsday and I go back into the present moment, the grief and the sorrow has lodged in my body. And so this, okay, it's keeping the score, so it's getting in the way. The body, what the body believes is getting in the way of my life.
Can I challenge you for just a moment?
Absolutely.
Stop reading books.
Well, I didn't read that book. It's just what I'm feeling physically.
Sure, sure. So stop reading books and listening to other people. Even me, if it doesn't resonate for you. Okay. Your awareness, your knowing is the only thing that matters. That's it. So if you say, oh, because this title said this, my body is now doing that, that's true. If you say and know for a fact, like you know your first name, right? That you know you have air to breathe, right? If you know all of those things as fact, they will be fact. So if you keep saying, well, my body's feeling it, then yes, your body's going to feel it because it's not really a subconscious versus conscious. That's another thing is people like to demonize their subconscious, demonize the conscious, demonize the ego, demonize that. There's no good or bad. You decide what is good and bad. Okay. You decide that and then you put your awareness on it. And often, as human beings, we put our awareness more on things we don't want, right? So right now you took that and just as just an observation, you took that title of that book and you said, "Oh, that's it. That's what's going on. My body's keeping the score. My body's holding this grief," right? Now, I do have a video over on my members content. It's on YouTube and in school, right? Where I literally had an uncle walking through my mom's house that passed away. Okay. Did I consciously manifest that? Sure, but I didn't try. All I said when I found out that he passed away, I was living across the country. I said, oh man, I wish I had seen him one last time. And it happened. He ended up passing away for the same cause months later, but I saw him one last time. Right? So, what I'm saying with this is it doesn't matter the circumstances. It does not matter. I was told that I would need all these treatments with my cancer. I've been cancer free for over 21 years because I decided it's only going to take one treatment, so that's what it took. I still went to the doctor, I still get a biopsy every year. Okay? I still do the things. I still chop the wood, carry water. This ties back to a lot of videos that are on my channel. Okay? But I don't allow anything outside of me to dictate who I know that I am. So you have to ask yourself, Laura, who are you? Are you the person that your goats, aka your sons, are there with you? Or are you the person that's grieving their loss?
So many, many years ago, even before goats, so
Mm-hmm.
this is like way long time ago. Uh,
Sure.
so I was woken up early in like 3 in the morning with a message that was which became some parables. Be who you are, and then you'll fly again. And
Mm-hmm.
every question that I asked my guides was always be who you are. So I think that that was planted, and I think it's always coming back to what you're saying, be who you are. And then there's, I when I went to Sedona years ago, there was a bookstore that was giving away these oh, my camera. Oh shoot, my camera froze.
It's
Oh,
okay.
I'm so sorry.
We can still hear you.
Okay, so it's I need to fix that. Um okay. Do you want, I can go back and forth between this one and maybe that one. Maybe it'll come on again. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Um, okay, yeah, okay, now it's black. Oh, okay. I don't know. I
It's
don't.
okay.
Oh, there it
There
is.
we
Okay.
go.
So here it is. So there's like these are all over the place. Expect
Yeah,
a miracle. I have them everywhere. And so I just have to be who I am, basically. And I
yeah,
have to shift into that. I'm not sure exactly how to do that. I'm going to take the identity class and everything. I'm not sure.
sure.
I mean, I'm meditating, but I need to really shift into that identity, and it hasn't happened yet. Oh, sorry about my
It's
video. It's
okay.
not okay.
So here's the thing is I've talked about this in some of my other during that resurrection series. So if you haven't seen the series, I
I
recommend
have.
watching it.
It's wonderful.
Okay. Okay. So here's the thing is that what was my point with that? See,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. I have autism and ADHD. So ADHD brain goes, "Ooh, squirrel, pretty. Let's go over
Okay.
here."
Okay.
So, but here's the thing is that entire series tells you, right? Literally, it's in scripture, it's in pop culture, it's in everyday life that your entire reality is trying to show you that your awareness is what is God. Okay. You are the center of your reality. I am just you pushed out. And this is what I tell people. Like, I've had people try to pedalize me and like, oh, I can't get the thing unless I get coaching with you. And I cut them off. I'm like, no, we're not doing coaching now. I'm refunding you. Seriously, this is what I do. Do not pedalize anyone or anything. Okay. Because even a quote unquote miracle is not a miracle, it's normal. That's your
Normal.
default. Of
Normal.
course, of course, your goats come back to you because they're your sons. Of course, they do. Of course, this happens for you because that's what you said. You said, this is who I am, point blank, period, the end, right? And the thing is crazier things have happened. So
Oh,
why wouldn't this happen for you?
so
You
when
could
my
probably
mind
point out in your own life something that happened that was even crazier than this.
it have yes, I have lists. But okay, so when my mind goes off, to just
Mhm.
pull it back in and just do that as many times. I mean, that's what I've been doing. So just continue doing. I wish that it didn't pull away from me, but it does.
So with this type of situation, it's very similar to because you're calling them your sons, is very similar to say a situation that I had with my own son, right? My son is 21. Okay. I know people are like, there's no way you have a 21-year-old. I'm almost 40. Okay. Um, so here's the thing is when he was, I think around 15, 14, 15 or so, my last relationship that guy convinced him that I hated him. That because I had him young, I had him when I was what, 19? So that I hated him, that I wished he was never born, that he was a mistake, all this stuff. No, he was actually planned. I was with his father for a few years. We wanted to have a child and get married. Like that was a thing. And I had miscarriages before him and after him. So, of course, I wanted him, right? And at that time, and even now, like that's my rock, right? And so, him believing this and believing that, my ex was saying is that, oh, I hated him. He was a mistake. He's a burden, like all these different things. He wouldn't talk to me. He would shut down, he would shut me out, and he pedalized my ex. Like he was this glorious end all be all, right? And he didn't listen to anything I said. I was crying in the fetal position in severe pain every single night. If you want to talk about grief, that's severe grief. Because a lot of people say it's harder when the thing isn't there. No, it's harder when the thing is there and won't talk to you, right? When we have SP situations and people tell me they're in no contact, so it's harder. No, what is harder is having an SP with, say, a husband or a wife, and they literally will not talk to you. And if they talk to you, it's hateful, right? That's what I was dealing with in that situation. Not as severe as like hatefulness, but just stonewall, right? Now I was literally crying every single night. Now, I have a whole video on that, on how I flipped that situation around. And basically, my knowing was that no, he's my son. Of course, we have this maternal bond that he knows that I love him. Without a doubt, he knows that I have unconditional love for him. So, therefore, he has that unconditional love for me. And the truth is revealed, right? I didn't say will be revealed. I said the truth is revealed, right? That's just the knowing. And I was spiraling every day. I was crying in the fetal position. I was having imposter syndrome, like, oh, I'm not good enough that he is pedalizing this other person. Like, oh, I messed up because I had him too young. All these different thoughts were going in my head, right? But those weren't true. That's the undesired identity that caused this in my awareness to begin with, right? Trying to keep me stuck in that reality. But I kept saying, no, it's this whenever I could, right? When I wasn't in the crying phase and meltdown phase. It's okay that you're crying. It's okay that you're having this grief. It's okay that you're feeling your feelings. Don't hold your feelings inside. Don't ignore them. So many of these coaches will sit here and tell you, oh, you spiraled, so you messed everything up. That is the opposite. Okay. You need to feel your feelings, release them, and know, regardless of circumstances or what is seen in front of your face, because sight unseen. You do not see oxygen physically in front of your face, but you know that you're breathing oxygen. How do you know what's going on behind the scenes? How do you know that maybe your goats are loose and they're finding their way back to you? How do you know that someone didn't find them that knows you and is going to bring them back to you? You don't know what is going to happen. But like in the Bible, where they were told to dig ditches because they were going to get water, you dig the ditches anyway. Is your environment open for these goats to be there?
I don't have my own land, which was the problem. They were given
Mhm.
away. I was in a lawsuit for over a year, and it ended with an agreement. And the sheriff went to that person's house, and they said, "Oh, we gave the goats away." And the area that they it's a culture where they eat goat meat, and so I had a fit. So it's like another thing for me to get over because this the worst place that they could have gone.
What if they lied
Um,
to you?
well, the thing is this is the way I look at it because I what the sheriff said, you stay here, let me go. I know these people. My feeling was they could have lied to the sheriff, but maybe purposely so that I wouldn't know, oh, they were given away to somebody who eats goat or whatever. They sold them for goat meat. So that I purposely didn't hear that or the sheriff said, well, just go on social media and post and see, which I did, but it didn't. So I'm thinking that I didn't hear that so that I could manifest them.
Yeah, you change what you remember. That's what revision is. It's remembering differently.
Well,
So,
I mean, it's fine that he told me that they gave, so that the people, they wouldn't have kept them anyway. They weren't equipped to keep the goats. They wanted to sell them. So, but my feeling is that God would have intercepted then and spared my boys so that I can learn this, so that I could contribute to the world like you're doing.
yeah, and it's already done.
Because I have a vision that I already wrote the book about
Mhm.
them being with me.
Yeah, it's already done. So write the
It's
book
done.
now.
Yes,
Do
I'm
it
starting to
now.
write the book now.
Write
Yes.
the book now.
Yes,
Write the
I'm
book now
starting
because
that.
that's literally
Yes.
scripting. Write it
Yes.
now. It's
It's
already
scripting.
done.
Yeah.
It's already done. Do you know how many people write books about their success before they're successful? How many people write checks, writing themselves $1 million check before they even have it? They've got $20 in their account and they're writing themselves $1 million check, right? Do it now. Write it now. You see, you're coaching yourself. I'm just sitting here like, okay, yeah, do that, right? Because that's the thing is this is what I said. You already know. You already know. You don't even need me. All you need to do is be still and know. Be still and know that you're God. Be still and know in who you are, right? For who do you say I am? That's it. And it's
I
done.
I think that I know this, but to hear it from another mystic, because I don't have that many mystics in my life, to hear, oh, then I froze again, sorry. To hear
It's
it
okay.
from another mystic is really important to me so that, we don't feel alone in this world.
Sure. And you're not alone. And see, this is the thing is it's proof that your identity is already shifting because I wouldn't have shown up in your awareness otherwise. Because here's the thing is it's my knowing, and everybody in this room already knows this, is that only 1% of the population is aware of manifestation, right? But most of that
Mhm.
1% is stuck in the loop of thinking the universe has control, God has control, right? This other coach can manifest for me. That's the majority of them. Or I have to do affirmations a certain way. I have to do this 369 method. I have to write the letter the certain way and put it under my pillow. And then I have to put the water out during the moonlight so I can have the moon water. And then I got to go in the forest and I got to express myself with the moon water, right? Like all this stuff in order to manifest. But what they're not ready for is for me to say, no, you don't need all this stuff. You just need to be. It's your identity. That's it. Because why? Because that puts the power back to you. But for those people that are like stuck in this whole thing, they want the power outside of them so they can blame it when it doesn't work out. It's their fallback plan. Don't have a fallback plan. That's why I have the burn the boats challenge because there is no fallback plan. We burn the damn boats. Okay?
I
We
wanted to
burn the
ask you about
boats.
that video about your
Mhm.
son so I can write down the title. Is it on YouTube or on the school or both?
It's a public video. It is on YouTube.
What is the title? I want to see it.
It's an older one. Maybe someone in
Or you
the
can tell
chat.
me another time and I'll write it in school.
Yeah, put a comment
I'll put a
on the
comment on here.
put a
And
comment on here saying please link the video
that's
and
good.
I'll do it after this.
Yes. Sorry about the video. You have been so helpful. I'm so
Yeah.
thankful.
Yeah. So I already know you're going to be there with us next week. So
Yes.
join us because yeah, it's going to be crazy. I have not even begun my videos on public for that. I just started posting a little bit about it, but this next week it's going to be cranked up. Like there's going to be nonstop just post to get people into this
Mhm.
because this work, like I said, is only for the 1% of the 1%, but this is for the people that are ready like you that have read all the books, watched all the content, done all the things, and they still aren't experiencing that, right? So
Mhm.
that's what this is for. That's what my
Okay.
work is for.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, did anyone else want hot seat? I know that some of you guys said that in the chat. So, on school, I am going to go ahead and go through it again. And because we got Laura and Diana, let's see. Diana, and then who else aside from Diana wanted it? Let's see. Going through here. So, who wanted hot seat coaching? Just let me know in the chat on school, please. Por favor. And I know someone just joined the school community. If you're watching me on YouTube, I just saw the thing. When I'm doing hot seats, I'm not paying attention to that. I'm just letting you know. Uh, Jim Carrey wrote himself a check. Yep, that's exactly right. And it's not just Jim Carrey, it was quite a few people. Um, Michael Jackson also wrote a version of himself leading to his popularity. And here's the thing is what I've learned recently is of course they didn't have these type of diagnoses back then, but a lot of like healthcare professionals are saying that he had the mannerisms of someone that was autistic with ADHD because he had a lot of and I do too, a lot of what's called PDA. So literally this is why I work for myself because when I've worked at a corporate job, if I had a manager try to tell me to do something and I didn't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do all this other work that doesn't really matter and completely avoid what he told me to do. And or I'm going to just shut down and not do anything. So I don't do well with micromanaging. Um and that's how Michael was too, because it's like he had to focus on his own craft, right? He couldn't have someone else telling him what to do with that. Um Also, I heard something about like the way he could mimic sounds. I forgot the exact word. I learned this recently and I wrote it down somewhere, but it's a characteristic within someone that's autistic where we can hear things and we can mimic them. And I can mimic accents. I can mimic um like different electronic type noises. So I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that." Right? So yeah. Okay, Diana, so you wanted to go ahead and go. Are you ready, honey? Go ahead and put on your camera, and I sent you the unmute whenever you're ready.
Hi, Alchemistic.
Hey, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
Good. Your volume is really good, so I'm going to turn down mine real quick. You're good.
Uh,
Don't mess with yours. You're fine. A
okay,
lot
well,
of times people
first,
tell me I'm not loud enough, so
oh, you're perfect.
okay.
So, first, I want to say thank you because I did coaching with you that the 2 week coaching, I had no expectations and I met the love of my life a day before our session was over. So, that's going great. But now I am moving into my next big creation or my next identity shift. I no longer want to work full time, so I actually quit one of my part-time jobs. So I'm moving in that direction, but I just want to get some of your input, I guess, on that. I don't want to work anymore. I do investing on the side, so maybe that could be one route that I no longer have to work, but I no longer want to work for anybody or do a 9 to 5. And I want to stay financially stable and independent and not worry about that and not let anybody else's thoughts like, why would you leave a good job? Why would you leave an easy job? Like you barely did anything. I was like, yeah, but it was killing my soul. It was draining my soul.
Yeah. Yeah. It can. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to coach you on that. But then after, can we ask you a little bit about this manifestation of this love interest? Because I want to hear it. But
Yeah.
let's start with the coaching first. So yes, it's all identity, right? Everything is identity, whether it's meeting the love of your life, whether it's getting the house of your dreams, it's getting the car and the driveway that you want, it's getting a relationship with a family member, it's getting a relationship with anyone, really. It's getting the health that you want, the physical characteristics that you want, because a lot of times people ask me like, what skincare to use? Whatever's on sale. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it's because it's my assumption, and I've never had Botox. I would tell you if I did because I wouldn't care, right? Um, I did have breast surgery, so I'm open about that, but I've never had anything done to my face, and people don't believe me. And it's because of my knowing that I don't age. I always feel in my 20s, and even though I'm almost 40, my biological age is 26. Like I had it tested, right? So that's showing up even in that, because I couldn't care less if I had wrinkles on my face. It's fine. But does a 26-year-old have wrinkles? No, because of my assumption, that's just the byproduct, right? It's how I want to feel. Now, going to your situation that you don't want to work, girl, that was me. That was me. Um, I have been an entrepreneur on and off for many, many years, over 20 years. Um, I was running e-commerce at 18, 19, like while I was pregnant, after I had my son, and a time where that was unheard of, right? And then I went through the crash in '08. And again, I know I'm aging myself, I don't care. Um, but I went through the crash in '08, and then I went back to regular jobs. I went back to eventually corporate America. And I was in corporate America. I was in sales, marketing, advertising, all the things for a long, long time, right? And then before I started my coaching on here, right, on YouTube and everything else, I was fed up, right? And so I told myself, no, I don't have to do this anymore. I don't have to work for anyone else. I can work for myself. I can have joy. I can have all these things, and I don't have to answer to anyone else. Girl, I didn't wake up until 3 o'clock today. I'm dead serious.
That's
And
awesome.
people think I'm crazy, but because last night I was immersed in like editing stuff and stuff for this upcoming event because this is my passion, right? Is and that's why I run this stuff like I do. But I was just so locked in that I didn't even realize what time it was until 6 a.m. And then I had to take a friend to the airport, so I did that, and I came back. And my plan was just to go to sleep, wake up, go to the airport, come back, go back to sleep. But no, that didn't happen. Um, but this is my life. It's so crazy that I could just drop anything and help out a friend. I could drop anything. I could go on a vacation. I can go see my friend in Florida if I want. I can do what I want. And that's the freedom that you already have now. That's what you have to know. Now, when I made that my knowing, I was working in a big corporate job. We're talking about for $1 billion company. I was working in the mid-market sector, selling marketing and advertising to mid-level market businesses. Not even joking, right? And I'm sitting here in meetings with SEOs, CEOs and CFOs and CMOs and all this stuff. And I'm like, I am so fucking bored.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, yeah, I'm helping these businesses. Great. I don't care.
Mhm.
I don't
Yes.
care. Now I'm still helping those businesses in a different way because I have SEOs. Sorry, why do I say SEOs? CEOs coming to me because I was working on SEO the other day. But CEOs coming to me, CFOs coming to me, entrepreneurs that are looking to 10x their business. They're looking to do this. They're looking to do that, and I help them in a different way. Right. And I do it independently. It's not answering to anyone else because right now I run two businesses. So that's my next point is once I made that decision, a past coworker reached out to me and said, hey, I just started this new startup. I need a CMO, right? I need someone that can handle marketing and run a sales team for me, like start up the sales team. He thought of me, right? The crazy person that gets on stage and does this crazy stuff, right? Because I've been a sales trainer. If you can't tell, like I'm insane, right? So he thought of me and he's like, this is an opportunity. I was like, okay, after I start up your sales team, I do not want to run a sales team. I'm done with that. He's like, that's fine. He was like, start it up, get them trained, get them going the way that you do. And this is the compensation I'll give you for it. And then we'll just move you straight into CMO and that's it. And I was like, and okay, I don't want to show up to meetings. I don't want all the nonsense. I want to be a silent partner. You give me the budget, I tell you how to allocate it. That's it. Right? And that's all I do. I've been doing that ever since. So I started that first. And then I wanted to come back to this. So this is my passion, right? And I wanted to come back to it. I previously was doing tarot and psychic readings. Again, I'm full disclosure here, right? It's all over my channel.
Yeah.
I don't hide it, right? I used to do that as a segue to bring people in to shift them into manifestation coaching.
I remember you saying that.
I would give the power back to them. Like, hey, guys, do I even have a deck near me? I might. Like guys, these are pieces of paper. Like, what the hell? You're telling me, hold on. Hold on. You're telling me this 3 of Cups, whatever the crap it means anything? And here's the thing. I didn't even study tarot. I would just read based off of the photos and what I thought. And I was so good at tarot reading that every single person that came to me had transformations. Every single person, right? I have a plethora of success stories over on my Instagram still of people that had success stories from my tarot readings. But I would still flip it back on them. So, 2024, when I decided I wanted to come back to this, right? I was already doing this stuff with my buddy and the startup, and I said, I want to get back to coaching. I want to help people. I want to take them out of like this loop of addiction on tarot readings and, manifestation content, and you have to heal your chakras, right? And all this stuff, and put it back on them. That's my passion. So what did I do? I said, screw this corporate job. Deuces, right? Literally
Yeah.
gave them a 2-week notice. And because it is what it is, it's corporate sales. They said, today can be your last day. It's totally cool. And here's your severance package. Thanks. Right? So I made that decision with, I was doing this startup thing with my friend, but it wasn't as profitable as it is now. Right? How many people do you think called me crazy and
A
insane?
lot.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
leaving a 6-figure job for this, for chaos, right? And that's the thing, is like, I knew no matter what, I was taken care of. I haven't had any worries since. You have to make the decision that the moment you stop your job, that closes that door so other ones can open for you. Whether that's investments coming in, whether that's you want to be a stockbroker, cool, go be a stockbroker. Whatever, right? You want to start up your passion business, start up your passion business. I have clients that are content creators, right? Not in my niche, they're in other niches, that went from posting once a week because they were too scared to be on camera. I'm like, screw that, get on camera. You see my crazy self putting on a freaking mask because I'm insane and I'm getting on camera. Why don't you do it? And so they did, and they took off. Okay. Now they're getting product deals. They're getting companies reaching out to them within their niche and saying, hey, we got this product. Can you put it in a video? Here's how much we're going to compensate you. They never thought that was possible. You have to do it. You have to there's a book. I don't know if it's near me. I don't think it is. Actually, it's right here. This is a very old book. I've had this a long time, but I truly believe this. Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yes, I was so scared, but I just quit yesterday. I said, screw
Oh,
this.
you
I
did,
don't feel
see?
like getting up. I was like, I don't feel like getting up. So I sent an email. I'm resigning effective immediately. And that was that.
Yeah, so you've already done it. You've already dug the ditch. Now you've dug the ditch. The water's coming, girl.
Well, I have
The
one
water's
part-time
coming.
job, but yeah, but I quit one. So
Well, we're gonna dig the other ditch, okay? We're gonna burn the other
yes.
boat. You burn the main boat. You burn the big
Mhm.
one. Now we got the little lifesaver boat over here. We need to burn that one, right?
Yes.
Because once you burn the boats, there's no going back, right?
Yeah.
And that's telling that undesired identity, I am done with your shit. I'm done with your shit. I'm done with the struggle bus. I'm going on the abundant bus, and you can take a hike, right? That's what we're doing. So you already, girl, what do you need me for? What questions? You're already doing it.
Yeah, it was really scary, but I said I don't have anybody who depends on me. Like, why would I keep going to do something that doesn't make me happy? I need to feel good to attract good things. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mean, everything else in your life is flourishing. So why wouldn't this?
Yes.
Why
Yes.
wouldn't
You're
this?
right.
Right?
You're
Like,
right. Yeah.
Like you're literally glowing right now. Am I wrong, guys? You tell me in the chat. Like she's glowing right now.
Thank you.
And so everything else is working out for you. Why wouldn't this? And
You're right.
so instead of thinking, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? Think, what am I going to do with all this money? Right? What am I going to do with all the success? Whatever it is, if you just want to do investing, oh my God, this account's going off. This account's going off. What am I going to do with it all?
I like
Now I
that.
gotta pay. Now I gotta pay all these taxes. I gotta. I gotta
Rich
pay
people
tens.
problems.
Yeah, I gotta pay tens and thousands of dollars of taxes. That's what I just dealt with. I just did my taxes on the 14th.
Yeah.
Right.
That. Yes.
Now I've got to pay like even more in taxes because I'm in a different tax bracket.
I
Right.
always say that's rich people problems, and I'd rather have rich people problems than poor people problems.
Right. Like you're over there scrambling on what you can write off.
Yeah.
Over
Yes.
there scrambling on finding the right CPA.
Right.
That's the mindset you should have. Like, oh my God, I'm going to owe so much in taxes. Oh
That's
my
so funny you
God.
say that 'cause I am looking for a CPA. I knew one. That's hilarious.
Yeah. And I have the same one that I've used for years, but because he's a friend of mine. But my point is like, that's the problems that someone with money has. Like, and so when people say all I can do is focus on my problems, then focus on the right problems. Focus on the problems of, oh no, I'm in a different tax bracket. I'm going to pay more in taxes. Okay.
I like that. Yes. I'm going to start saying that. I'm in a different tax bracket. Okay.
Yeah. You're making so much money. You're so successful that now, like people that you haven't heard from in 10 years is hitting you up saying, can I borrow $10 or $20 or a few thousand or whatever it is, right? They're hitting you up. And you're like, shh, I haven't talked to you in years. What do you hit me up for?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So
Okay. I like that.
that's the shift. That's the shift in the identity, right? Is you're doing so well that everybody's hitting you up. And this is the same thing that happens. And maybe you even experience this as well. And you can tell me when someone is trying to manifest an SP and then they elevate themselves so much, they start treating themselves as the SP, like I tell them to do.
Mhm.
They start focusing on themselves, what they want out of life. Screw the SP. If the SP fits in my life, great. If not, ah, right? But
Exactly
what
right. Yes.
happens,
Mhm.
what happens, and this has been a few people that have came to me recently too. What happens is not only does that SP come back and message them, but a flood of others does, right? Your past flings, your past boyfriends, your coworkers from the past, like I always had a crush on you, right? Or
My high
literally,
school ex messaged me last week and I was like, blocked.
bye, bye,
Yes.
Alicia.
Yeah.
Um, But that's my point is like the floodgates open, and this is with everything, right? So a lot of times when the SP comes back, and this has been a lot of people's experience, they no longer want that person because they're so elevated now that they don't want them. And then I tell them, I'm like, that doesn't matter that you don't want them because now that the universe knows or your awareness knows, your I am knows. It's like, okay, here's what you wanted. Here it is now. And you're like, no, then that opens the door for something better to come in.
Yes.
And
Okay.
so your situation, you mentioned you manifested the love of your life. Was
Hmm.
this a previous SP or was this a new person?
Brand new, better than I could have ever imagined, better than any person I thought I wanted. Just the person that you would that a lot of people told me my standards were too high. That's who he is.
Whenever people tell me, when they come to me, and this could be a client, a friend, it doesn't matter. These are what I want in a person, but everybody's telling me my standards are too high. I'm like, they're not high enough.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That's the bare minimum.
Mhm.
That's the bare minimum. Even when people are like, I want a provider, right? Talking about ladies, I want a provider man. I want a man that's going to open the doors for me. I want a man that's going to walk on the right side of the sidewalk. I'm like, and what else? Right? That's not even bare minimum. That's not even bare minimum. If he's not getting out of your car to go pump your gas for you, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. And they exist. They
That's,
do exist.
yes, that's a provider man. That's a protector. That's a provider man. Okay. If that's what you want, great. Go for it. If you don't want someone like that, okay, you don't have to. But my point is, if that's what you want, then your standards are high enough. Make it above, above, above. And so when you're saying that this person that came in was above your expectations, in what way?
I had this really stupid, dumb belief that I couldn't find a man that I was really attracted to, and that was really good for me. So I said, no, I can find a hot provider, gentleman, and he's
Mhm.
that. He is hotter than I could have. I always tell him you're better than if I had like made, like ordered you, like designed you. So in that way, he does everything you just said. He tells me literally, I'm here to make your life better. Tell me what I can do to make your life better. If I go to pick something up trash, he literally like pushes me out of the way to grab the trash from me. He treats my dogs. He buys my dogs treats. He buys me groceries. He's amazing. And he's younger and he's not a millionaire.
Mhm. And
So,
does it matter?
no, not at all.
Yeah, it
So,
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
no,
I've never been with a man that made more money than me, and I don't care. Right? It's not the money. It's not the money
no.
spent. It's how they treat you.
Mhm.
And it sounds like that's the case for you.
Yes.
So, yeah, this standard, like, who told you this was too much? Like, what?
So many people. So many people.
No. No, ma'am. Um, so tell me, you said that you met him on the last day of our coaching.
Yes, so I got the 2-week coaching on WhatsApp with you, and I literally had no expectations, but for some reason, I was just like, I don't know, I like her. She's not giving me BS. She's just herself, and that's what resonated with me. So I said, okay, I could afford a few $100 for this. So we did it. At first, I was like, okay, maybe I'm not understanding what she's saying, but I just went with it. And literally the day before our sessions were over, I met him, and I remember writing to you that I met him the day before it was over, and then it was like you were like, okay, well, what else do you need from me? This is your last day, and I said, well, nothing really.
I got it. I got that
Yeah.
man. Right?
Yes.
And see,
Yeah.
and this is what I tell people, like, what you see is what you get, right? Am I wrong? Like the way that I
No.
am on here, the way that I am in my videos, that's how I am in personal coaching. It's
Yeah.
just,
Absolutely.
it's more catered and it's more direct to you.
Mhm. But very
But
it's literally the same with the personal stories, and I'm like, okay, wait, and then I'm like, oh, that's where she's going with that, and it all just worked. I don't know.
yeah, and it's because of how my brain works and I work with it instead of against it, is that we'll be on this topic. I will go off into Pluto and then I'll go over to Mercury over here and then I'm on Saturn and then I'll come back here and I tie it all together.
Yes, you do, because I'm like, wait, what? Oh, okay. Just stick with
It's just
it.
how my
Just
brain
stick
works.
with it.
Just
Yes,
trust the process. Trust
that's
it.
the
It's
process.
kind of
Yes.
like it's kind of like recently my son wanted to do his hair different. Now, his hair is longer than mine and it is a beautiful chocolate brown, but he wanted to go like a blue, and he wanted highlights to make the blue pop, right? And I'm like, I hate to do this to your hair, but okay, we're gonna do it, right? So I did the foils for him. And of course, when you wash it out, right? And I gave him a toning mask, so it toned it down. And before we do the blue, because we're gonna be doing the blue later tonight. And as he was washing his hair and it was still wet, he was like, it looks weird. I was like, trust the process. When it dries, it's gonna look okay. And then when it dried, he's like, oh, it actually looks cool now. And I was
Yes.
like, do you still want the blue or do you want the highlights? Right. So he's like, no, we'll
Yes.
still do blue. I was like, okay, cool. But that's the point. It's like, you got to trust the process. It might look ugly before it looks good. Right. It's kind of like his highlights ended up like this light
Wow.
from a level 4. I don't know how that happened, but I'm like, okay. Um, but because we only had it on his hair for like 30, 45 minutes in the foils, but whatever. Um, so that's the point, is it's gonna look ugly before it looks good sometimes. It's kind of like watching an artist paint. Sometimes it makes no dang sense until they put the details on it.
Yeah,
Right?
that's how it was. I wasn't sure anything was gonna come of the chatting with you, but honestly, it was the best decision I've ever made. And I know you always say you're just us pushed out. So I'm like, well, maybe she's all over the place because I'm all over the place. So that makes sense. But that works for us. That's how we can't be just like everybody else. You can't expect to have a different life and think and follow what everybody else does. So that's what I think to myself when they say, why would you leave that job? That was a great job. Do you know how many people wanted blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, it's a great job for somebody else, and I'm going to do even better without it. And yeah, I try not to let him get in my head too much.
Yeah, and leaving your job like that and people telling you, do you know how many people want this job? Great, I just left it open for them.
Yes. Now they can have it.
Now they can have it. It's an open opportunity for them.
Yes, I'm doing them a favor.
Right? You are
Yes.
you are making somebody's day because now they got hired because you left.
Yes. And it was a disservice to me and the job. It was a good job, but somebody should be there authentically and really be happy there. So, yeah.
Exactly. So now that you've left it, how do you feel? That's the biggest thing.
It was so nice to not wake up to an alarm clock today. I got up naturally with the light, and I'm a morning person. It's not like I was lazy and that's why I didn't want to do it. My intuition was like, this is not it, girl. But it was nice to get up, slowly stretch, like do a little bit of yoga, and then get ready and just like doll myself up. It was just nice to have time for me and not be in a rush.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you're glowing. Like, you can tell in your face how happy you are. Right.
You know?
And now look, even the sun agrees. The sun's behind you, like, yes.
Thank you,
Right.
Alchemistic. Thank you so much. You
Did
helped
you
me
have any
do that
did
shift.
you have any other questions?
No, just for anybody that's gonna do the training with you next month, just it's gonna be worth it. I know for a fact. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Diana. Thank you for sharing. Um, one thing I wanted to ask though, real quick, is you said that you met him on the last day of coaching with me. Was it like out of the blue, or did you know how it was gonna happen?
So I love live music. So my sister had told me for about a month that she was going to this party with a cousin. I hadn't talked to this cousin in 2 years. But something told me when she said live music, I was like, I'm going to that. And so she said, but you don't talk to our cousin. And I said, can you just ask her if it's okay if I come? And she did. And so I kind of crashed the party. And so did my boyfriend. He crashed it too. And it was kind of just meant to be. But as soon as I saw him, I thought he was really cute. And I was like, but he likes me. So he's going to come and asked me to dance, and he did, and we haven't stopped talking since then.
And that was what, months ago?
We met in September. So I did my training with you like the 15th to like the 30th, and I met him on the 29th of September.
That's crazy.
I know.
See, I'm over here like, how long was that? All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's been 7 months. That's crazy. It's crazy how time flies. But yeah.
Yes.
See, everyone, this is what I'm saying. Stop trying to control how things happen. She didn't even know. She's like,
Yes.
I'm just gonna crash this party, and then he crashed it too.
Let go of the control. It's counterproductive. Let it go. Let it go. That night I was so flirty and I didn't care. I was like, he's so cute. I think he's so hot. I'm just gonna flirt. And that was it. I wasn't expecting anything out of it. I was like, if we see each other, great. If we don't, great. He's just so cute. He's exactly my type. And that was it.
And you want to know something crazy about what you said about expectation? Is because, yes, I've had quite a bit of success stories since the last time I posted a video on them. However, I said I want people to start sharing more like on these live streams, or, to set up a call with me and share it on the call, right? And literally that's been happening the past week. And I didn't say like, oh, it has to happen this way, it has to happen that way, right? I let go of it. And look, I came on here to coach people. I didn't come on here with an expectation. Did I put on my title Alchemist Success Stories and Q&A? No. Right? I came on here to hot seat coach. And here you are. You're like, "Hey, remember
And
me?"
I always miss these. I always miss these. And I was driving home from work and I saw an email pop up and I was like, I'm going to join this one. So yeah, it wasn't fun.
I sent that email what, an hour before it started?
Mhm. Yep.
Because I'm crazy.
Yeah. In a good way. In a good way.
Yeah, I should have sent that email this morning. I meant to, but I was total space cadet, and then I was like, "Oh crap, it's in an hour. Let me send this email real quick." It, you know. So that's what I did, and here you are.
Yes.
No, I love it. I love it, and I already know that this man is going to propose to you, and you're going to let me know about it. It's going to happen.
He's been hinting at it, so
Because here's the thing,
already.
guys, for ladies, anytime someone tells you that it takes time for men to know if you're the one or not, they know within the first month.
Within the first month, this man was telling everybody at work. I heard it from my cousin because she works with his coworker. So within a month, he was telling people, "This is my wife."
See what I mean?
So yeah, it's not true. It is not true. I had an ex that we were together for a year, and he said he wasn't sure yet, and I'm like, "That's a no.
Yeah, that's a no, because my
That's a no."
ex-husband proposed to me after 2 weeks.
It's true.
2 weeks. Yes, we
Yeah.
talked for a few months before we actually had our first date, because there was a distance. But after our first date, 2 weeks later, he proposed. 2 weeks.
Don't fall for it, ladies. Do not fall for that. I need time.
Yep.
It's a lie.
Yep. So and I just wanted to use that as proof, like, and the guys that are watching right now, because I know I've got some guys in the community, they can post in the chat and let me know if it's true. Like, if that's your dream girl or not. You know.
Mhm.
You know. Just like ladies, you know if that's the dream guy or not.
Yes.
And if you don't know after a couple months, he ain't the one. Right? But yeah, I already know you already got the ring. It's already on your finger, girl. He's probably trying to make sure he gets the right one.
Yes. I've been like, oh, if because he's brought it up, I'm like, he's like, what kind of rings do you like? I'm like, very simple, solitaire. So it's gonna happen, and I'll come back on here and share and show you guys.
Perfect. Yeah, so I plan on doing these where we're like streaming from on YouTube and in the community, probably once a month, maybe twice a month, we'll see. Of course, we're doing the live event next week, but these types where I'm coaching live. So if you're watching on YouTube and you want to be coached, I will be doing this. And you can also get the hot seat coaching in the school community if you're a member as well. There's information on that. So, and yes, those that are watching me on YouTube, this is live. I put a pinned comment. You guys need to read the pinned comment. Like, come on now. Okay, perfect. So, Diana, thank you so much for sharing. I love this story, and it's crazy. Like the last day of coaching. I love it.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Did anyone else want hot seat coaching? Yes or no? And those that are watching on YouTube, if you would like hot seat coaching, you can join my school community. Again, it's on the pinned comments. I make it easy for you. You can join the school community and you can get hot seat coaching. And those asking about a mask, I talked about this. Go watch my resurrection series. How much more easy can I make this for you guys? I don't know. I don't know. And I'm a little bit hyped up, guys, because this is a macchiato. And if you guys don't know, I have a caffeine addiction. This is a iced coffee I was drinking earlier, and I also have a tea over here. We have all the drinks, all of them. So again, Fernando, join the school community and I will hot seat coach you. If you are still in the YouTube chat, I'm not going to answer your question. You can join the community. It's literally on the pinned comment. It literally says, I'm not watching YouTube chat. The first words say that. And that hot seats are happening inside my community. And there's literally a link right there for you. I am continuously refreshing this to see if people are trying to join. And no one has. So let's go ahead and go back to the chat on school. I don't want to work for someone else. I definitely am not working a brick and mortar job. If I did, I would be fired the same day. Girl, me too. Preach. Because y'all ever seen that gif or that meme where what is it? Michael Scott from The Office, I believe it is, where he's holding up the boombox and he's playing that song I'm not going to do what you tell me to. Yeah, that's me. Literally, I've had managers tell me that. They're like, "This is freaking you." I'm like, mm-hmm. Yep. Amazing share, Diana. I did, but I'm sitting in the dark outside. Can I have my camera off? Girl, just turn your camera on. We don't care that it's dark. We want to see the beautifulness, all of it. We want to see it, girl. If you're ready, let me know. We want to see. Like, come on now. Oh, girl, you are beautiful every day. Don't even play with me. It don't matter what phase you're in. It don't matter if you got makeup on or not. Because here's the thing. You want to know something crazy? You guys think I have a lot of makeup on? You want to know what I have on? I have face powder on. I have a little bit of blush. I have a lip liner, not even a lipstick on. I have a lip liner, and then I put this lip oil on. That's it. I have a little bit of eyeshadow and mascara. That's it. That's all I have. I have no foundation on. Because I said screw all that today. You tried, but it's giving you an error. That's weird. All right, let me hold on. Uno momento. Is it gonna let me copy this? It will. Okay. I think I know why. But you could just go to school.com/The Alchemist and you'd be able to join. I think this is why. Because YouTube drives me nuts. All right, there you go. Unpin. Hold on. There you go. Let me know if you're able to join. See, Ashley's so beautiful. I'm about to put her on here. We're going to see the beautifulest queen ever. All right.
Hey,
Hey, girl.
I've got a chocolate. This is chocolate from a fudgesicle that I enjoyed
Oh.
very much
It's
earlier.
decoration. It's beautiful. It's a fashion statement.
Yeah, exactly. So nice to see you. I only caught like the last part of Diana talking because I had to unexpectedly leave for a moment. But congratulations to her. And it sounds like a really cool story. So I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that. But
Yeah, so it will be on YouTube and I'll put the replay on school as well.
but it made me think about like, you know, the idea of SPs, right? We don't use that word, but someone we could say like love connections that went wrong or didn't go how we preferred, right? And like, what would you say to, I guess it's a personal choice for everyone, but like talking about the men know, like early on, if they want to marry you, right? And I believe that too, but then I also believe that like our trauma gets reflected back to us, right? Or if we have reasons that we don't think we're good enough or that we're going to be rejected, like that's what we get, even if it starts out really good and someone's talking about marriage. So I guess my question is like, what would your advice be for someone who isn't sure if, or maybe they do want that old romantic connection back, that they want a do-over because they're like, I was not in my like queen era, like I want a do-over versus like, when is it time to just be like, no, I want someone like completely new.
So I talk about this a lot in coaching and I'll go over it again. But here's the thing. Every person that I have coached and myself included that quote unquote manifested an SP back, right? They let it go that it had to be that person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you could do that however you want, but just know that, like Diana was saying, you may miss this part, that her standards, other people were trying to tell her were too unrealistic, right? But she stuck to them. She said, no, of course this is possible for me because I'm an amazing person. I'm this, I am that, I deserve this. And therefore it happened. And I don't know if you heard this, but it happened out of the blue,
Yeah,
right?
I hear that. Yeah.
Like she didn't think about
Yeah.
crashing this party like I'm gonna meet my man tonight. No,
Yeah.
she was following her joy. She was
Mhm.
following what she wanted to do. She wanted to go to live music. She wanted to go to this party. So therefore, what happened? She ended up meeting a man that exceeds her expectations, exceeds her standards, where everyone else was trying to tell her, oh, you need to be realistic. Oh, that doesn't exist, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And now, like you heard, within the first month, this man was asking her what type of ring she likes.
Yeah. You can't even plan it. Like, I mean, you have to let go of the how completely. Yeah.
Yeah. So could someone from your past come back? Yes. However, once you are completely engrossed with yourself, you need to engross with yourself as much as you have engrossed with this person, right? Putting them up here like, I need to do these affirmations to get this person to come back. Hold on. Wait. I need to put the rose quartz on my third eye.
It
I need
gets
to put it right
so
here,
nutty.
right?
Yeah.
I need to put it on my third eye, and I need to do my affirmations. And I see, this is why I do this. I try
It's
to
like
make you laugh.
Helga. It's like Helga from Hey Arnold, the cartoon. Do you remember? She had a shrine built to Arnold in her closet. Like, get it together, girl. Like he needs to build a shrine for you. Yeah.
Exactly. So build the shrine for yourself if you want. Like, who cares, right? Like, and here's the thing. Now that you guys, like, I did my reveal and stuff. Hold on, uno momento, por favor. And I can actually, poquito español. I'm just being funny.
Hablo un poco. Solo un poco.
Mm.
Pero necesito practicar más.
But if you guys remember, in 2024, I said that I printed up photos of myself that I edited to try to change my appearance, right? To make my hair better, to make my skin better, to do all these things, right? This is those photos. These are edited. These are edited. Okay. I did not look like this at the time. My hair did not look like that. My hair, if I find the original photos, was like short, like to my shoulders, like right above my shoulders, right? Because of a hair disaster that happened, right? And my hair wasn't this light. It was a little bit darker. And again, my skin didn't look like this, right? What did I do? I made a shrine of myself. I put this on the wall
Yeah.
and I said, look at how beautiful I am. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Right?
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. And this is not narcissistic, guys. Who is going to hype you up but you?
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to hype you up but you? And here's the thing. In order to look like this back then, I would have had to put heavy makeup on. Like I had to go to a professional makeup artist and I showed her these pictures and she made me somewhat look like this with heavy makeup. This is not heavy makeup. Right? It's not. I don't even have foundation on. I have a tinted moisturizer on that has SPF. That's it. Right?
So you just let go of like how you weren't researching like skin treatments or anything like that.
Girl, I don't even know which face wash I use every time. Because I have like 5 in my bathroom.
Yeah.
Because I'm crazy.
They all smell different. I like the way things smell.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Like I pick one, right? And that's the ADHD part of me. That's why I have 3 different toothpastes at my sink because again, insane. I also have a bar soap and a liquid soap for washing your hands. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's insane. But my point is and half the time all I do is wash my face, get out and put a moisturizer on. I very seldom put on like a vitamin C serum or all these serums and all these masks and stuff like that. That's more rare for me. And people ask me like, what's your skincare routine? Whatever is near me. You know, whatever is near me. And I don't even wash my face twice. I do it once a day, usually at night. I'm dead serious. And people are like, what? Why don't you wash your face twice? Because I don't want to. Right? And that's my point is you don't need to do all these things if you don't believe you do. So with the case of like, but I want this person from my past. That's okay. What did you want about them? What qualities? Because they're not in your life for a reason, right?
Mhm.
It's not about your traumas. It's not about all of that. It is about who you were at that time, wanted certain qualities out of that person. That's great. What were those qualities, right?
Mhm.
Write
Yeah.
it down and
Yeah.
expand on it. So, example here, maybe this person was your type of romance, right? Because everybody's type of romance is different. Everybody's love languages is different, right? Maybe they spoke to your love language, right? Great, write that down, right? They gave me thoughtful gifts, whatever it is, right? Write it down
Mhm.
and take it a step further. Not only do they give me thoughtful gifts, they do XYZ.
Mhm.
Not only do they do this, they do XYZ. Not only are they success driven, because that's one of mine, right? Not only are they success driven, they're running 3 different businesses flawlessly
Right.
without breaking a
And
sweat.
then they will hear the bat signal and they will either rise to meet the call or someone else will come in and match that perfectly. So at the end of the day, I don't have to do a thing.
I don't even need to be here. You guys can just come on and coach yourself.
I've been hanging out here for a while. So yeah,
Oh, not that long.
a little
It's
bit.
it's only been a little bit.
Yeah, just a
Um,
little bit. I did identify the 3 things though, because I made a long list a long time ago of his qualities, but
mhm.
I was like, it really comes down to like 3 main factors for me that I have to have that are like absolute non-negotiables. And one is an intellectual equal. So we don't have to have the same interests, but I absolutely need someone who is like intellectually equal and curious about my ideas. And I need someone who has a sense of humor, who's funny, who gets my sense of humor. And he needs to be attractive in the way that I want someone to be attractive, you know?
Listen,
But
listen. You guys don't believe me that, hold on. I'm a nerd. All right. This is how I usually am sitting at my computer doing my emails and all this stuff. Like I'm a nerd, okay? So because of that, and I do cosplay and stuff. I'm crazy. All right. So because of that, just like you, I need someone that's my intellectual equal. That's what I call it, right? They don't have to have the same interests, right? Actually, I prefer someone that has opposite interests.
right, then they can teach you. You can teach them. Keeps it interesting.
Not just that, not just that. I'm talking about also like hobbies and interests outside of
Mhm.
like stuff like that. Because let's say you want to go and do your thing. Like for me, that's a spa day, right? My person doesn't need to go on spa day with me. I'm going on spa day to get away from everyone and everything.
Right.
Okay. So while I'm doing spa day, he could go and play golf or whatever it is, right? Different interests are good. It
Yeah.
makes it where you get me time and he gets me time, and it creates distance so he has an opportunity to miss you. And you having your own interests outside of him makes you super attractive.
I agree.
And the opposite, right? Like, I mean, there's some people out there that are like this, but how many ladies would want a man that doesn't do anything outside of them,
No,
that
that's
literally
so
depends on them?
unattractive. Like that would give
Right,
me the ick. Yeah.
right. Like you're going to get your nails done. Oh, let me go with you. I'm going to get a mani pedi. Right? Like you want different interests, right? You don't want the same interests. And I'm saying mani pedi and spa and all this stuff because I'm super feminine. If you can't tell, and these are my nails, guys. Like people ask me all the time, are those your nails? Yeah, they're real. I don't know how else to prove it. These are real. This is a nail polish. This is a nail polish that I actually have right here. Um, Base coat, color, top coat. I did them myself. Okay. But my point is like, I'm super feminine, so I need the exact opposite. And a masculine man is not going to be into the same things that I am. And that's attractive.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I 100% agree. I think I've just had this assumption that those qualities that I want, like all in the same person, that it's really rare. And that's based on my past dating experiences when I was dating and just what I see out there. But I guess that's the human part of me saying that because it doesn't matter. Even if there's like 1 in a billion, I would find that one if that one was the one, right? So,
If there's 1 in a billion, that means there's 8 out there for you.
yeah.
There's 8 billion people on this planet.
Yeah, exactly.
It means that there's 8. Girl, imagine you. And let's just say half the population. Let's say if it was only males, it's only 4. Imagine if 4 men having all the qualities that you want was pursuing you. What would you do?
That would be like insane. I just, yeah, like I
It's
don't
like, who do I
feel,
choose?
I know that's not like a dilemma I'm used to having. Um, so I don't know what I would do.
But you already have that dilemma. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
already have that dilemma. See, what you missed some of it with Diana,
Mm-hmm.
but we were talking about like what she's shifting now because she already manifested the person, right? Now she's shifting to her finances, her career, like all of these sort of things. And um she said she doesn't want to work a job. She just wants to do investments and
Yeah.
do her. Great, cool. You get paid to exist. What are you talking about? And now you're worried, not because you left your job. You're worried because now you're in a different tax bracket and you've got to find the right CPA to get you the right tax write-offs, or else you're going to be paying a lot more in taxes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the problem you now have. Now you have such the problem that every one of your investments are popping off and you're like, what do I do with all this money?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing as in love life. You've got all these suitors, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For the guys, you've got all these ladies to choose from. It's the same thing. And here's the thing is when I'm coaching a lady, sometimes the guys will get offended and all but her. It's like, I can flip it for you as well. Don't worry, I could do
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, I
because it's
told
the
you,
same
or
thing.
in the group, I said that man from my past came
Mhm.
back just like I intended would happen. And the key was I just decided and then I went on with my life and I wasn't thinking about it. So I didn't make it happen. But um that's still crazy to me because he had no reason to like contact me. But
No, and now he's gonna fly you out and like wine and
exactly.
dine you and like take you on a huge vacation because you deserve it.
Just for fun. Just for
Yeah, just
fun.
for fun. Because he wants your company, nothing else.
There you go. There you go.
And this is a
Yeah.
thing, like I was saying earlier, provider men, more masculine men, that's all they want is your presence because a
Mhm.
feminine presence builds them up. They
Yeah.
want to pour into you. That's what a masculine energy man does.
Someone who's
Just
in his
like,
true masculine, not like
right,
pretending. Yeah.
right. That's like Diana's situation. Her man is saying how much he wants to add to her.
Hmm. Because it makes him feel like a man. It makes him feel good.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's if we go into like dating psychology, a lot of men like that because they want to feel like the hero in your life. It's an innate like primal instinct of theirs because they also want to be that as a father figure. They want to be their kids and their wives' hero. That's
Hmm.
what they want.
Yeah.
So if a man is trying to do things for you and you're like, "Oh no, 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 I got it." That makes him feel like he's not enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. I feel like the person that I was with before the past person I spoke of, um, he worried he wasn't enough or he wasn't going to be a provider or he was going to fail me somehow. And so instead of like rising to the occasion, he ran, he fled.
And that's
But it,
okay.
Yeah. But it was also, I don't know, I think I've just struggled with like how much, like where does my responsibility end? You know, like how far do I take everyone as you pushed out? Because even though I had worked on my self-concept a lot, there were still insecurities I had and fears, you know, that I wasn't there yet. So it's like, was he picking up on that? Or were my judgments of him like, oh, well, he's like this, so he's not going to really get serious, you know? Like, was that impacting it? I don't, or do I even need to know to figure it out and just decide and move forward, you know?
Yeah, just decide and move forward that regardless, the man of your dreams is already in your life, whether this is someone from your past that has stepped up to the plate or someone new,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or multiples. What's
Yeah.
going to be crazy? What's going to be crazy, girl, is now that we talked about like 4 different suitors, watch it happen.
Yeah. 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 We've got some manifesting mojo like going on in this group. So that would
Right,
be a really funny story to tell. Yeah.
right. Um, what is that comedian's name? Hold on, because I saved it. It's like a template on CapCut or whatever, and I found it hilarious. Um, is it Cat Williams?
Oh, I love
Yeah,
him. He's
Cat
really
Williams.
funny.
It's like a short clip of him saying, um, essentially, I'm gonna butcher this, so it's not gonna be word for word,
I probably
but
know.
essentially, like, ladies, if you have 14 haters, what are you worried
Oh,
about? You need to have 16 by the summer. You need to step up your game, because if you don't have haters, and this is what I've told like a content creator client of mine, because they were worried about some hate comments and things like that, people tearing them down. I'm like, if you weren't getting hate comments, you're not being loud enough. You're
hmm.
not in the algorithm enough. Like,
Yeah.
that would be a problem. Do you know how much hate I get? A ton. A ton. You guys don't see it because of how I respond to it. Because I'm such a smartass that when I respond to it, it makes them question themselves, and usually they delete the comment. So, like, um before I did the whole reveal and before I was even posting any shorts without the mask, I had comments like, "Oh, the mask is stupid. The mask is ridiculous." And I'm like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. I love it too. I'm gonna wear it some more."
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
And
you
I
have to be
had one
polarizing.
guy, yeah, I had one guy like obsessed with me, like posting on all of my shorts, like, "Oh, she's so ridiculous. Like, she probably got these masks from Party City or something, and you guys are listening to her and blah 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 blah." Right? And I'm like, "Oh, look, it's my number one fan. Hi."
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's how I respond to these people. And you have to make it fun, right? And
Yeah.
because I don't let them get to me, they fizzle out. And
Yeah.
this is what I told this client as well. It's like, if you didn't have hate, I'd be worried,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I've lost some friends recently, honestly,
Mhm.
because I was being more myself. And it's just, it was weird. Like there's that kind of fawn response, you know, how they talk about like the fawn, like fight, flight, fawn, or whatever, freeze.
Mhm.
And there's this part of me that's been like, oh my God, I can't stand it if someone out there is mad at me or thinking I'm a bad person. And I mean, I've been like that for so long. I don't even know where it started, but I was just like, why though? Like, who, you know, like, why do I even care? Like, if I'm always being authentic and I'm always kind because I intend to be, that's what I like, prefer, then so what? Like, it's not my responsibility. That was huge. That was huge. So, yeah, I agree with what you're saying about just being who you are. And then if people don't like it, then the right people come in, right?
One of my favorite motivational speakers, and I've talked about this before, is Lisa Nichols. Okay. And during a lot of her speeches on stage, she talks about uh being the lighthouse, right? Beaming your light so bright that it's going to blind the wrong people, right? It's going to blind the haters. And if someone is coming to you, telling you to dim your light, telling you you're too bright, you're too loud, you're too this, you're too that. I don't have any near me, but just hand them a pair of shades. Actually, we'll just use my glasses, whatever. Pretend these are shades, okay? You hand them a pair of shades and you tell them to put them on. And that's essentially what I do. I tell them, well, this is me. So either you like it or you don't.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure. And then in
So,
terms of SPs, it's like, no, like they love everything about me. My person loves everything about me. The men I'm interested love everything about me. And just assuming that. And then you'll filter out the ones who want to be a good fit, I guess.
right. Because the wrong people are going to tell you that you're too much. Love interest, friends, it doesn't matter. Right? They're going to tell you that you're too much. And that's okay. That's your undesired identity showing up, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Right? You're no longer choosing that.
Yeah.
I've literally told a person in my life, you are not the version of me that I want. You can come back when you are. Straight up. But that's how I talk to my reality because I don't care. Okay. But you don't have to do that. You could just say that in your head and not say it to them if you're not comfortable. But for me, I've straight up told people, like, you're not the version that I want. So you can come back when you are.
Yeah.
And either they come back or they don't. But oftentimes they do. And they somewhat step up the game. But if they didn't completely step up, bye.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like you've ever been a person who has felt the need to override how someone is showing up if it becomes like too much effort. Because you know how some coaches will be like, no, like it's all you. So just decide how they are. Just decide how they are. But it's like, do you want to wait on someone to transform?
I mean, there's no right or wrong way. If you resonate with that, great. For me, I ain't got time for that, girl. What?
Mhm.
No. My life is moving too fast. I don't have time for that. Like it's like the old saying goes, either piss on the pot or get off,
Mhm.
right? And that's just what it is. Either either you step up or you don't. It's not my prerogative what you do, right? It's also not my prerogative how people view me, right?
Yeah.
There's people that view me as you heard with Diana, that it was a great experience for her. Most of my coaching clients, that's the majority. I've had like one or two that weren't a fit, and that's out of like hundreds. Okay? It happens. But as far as like viewers, there's people that hate me, there's people that love me. I don't care. I don't care
Yeah.
because I'm going to resonate for the right people. Just like if this other coach resonates for you, great. I tell people that. I've had people in my comments tell me, well, such and such said this and such said that. Great, go watch them.
Yeah. And they can be right in their reality. Like in their reality. That's how that works.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. So, when people tell me, oh, such and such coach told me to do this technique and it worked for me, great, continue to do that. Right? Because they're trying to tell me what I'm saying is wrong because it worked for them. Great. It's working for you in your reality. Continue to do that.
Yeah.
Right? I am not for you if that's how you feel. That's okay. Right? I'm for the people that, let's be honest, don't want to do all that. Because I don't want to do all that. Like when I've thought, and I have tried this, okay? In my past, when I thought I had to do this whole routine and I had to bodily affirm and I had to pay attention to my thoughts and blah, 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 right? Because this is what everybody in the space teaches. I drove myself insane, right? It works against who I am and how my brain works. So then I learned how to work with it instead of against it. and everything worked out. And this is why I tell people, find what works for you, right? If what I'm saying doesn't work for you, find what does. But I'm here to cut out the noise and say, you don't need all this stuff. Just be, and it's all available to you.
Yeah. Thanks, girl. It's really been clicking for me. Like today, yesterday, I still have to shed off layers of old identity that comes up, but I can feel myself now trusting that like I actually do have the authority to decide something and to make a choice and just be that person and
Yeah.
think like her. It just sounded too simple for so long. And I guess I got there when I got there. Like, you know,
And there's
but
no wrong time. There's no it's too late. I've had people in my comments telling me, "Oh, I learned this too late." No, you didn't. You learned it at just the right time,
mhm.
right? No,
Yeah.
you didn't. It's kind of like when people, because I'm almost there, tell me, or even people that just turned 30, they're like, "Oh, it's too late for me to do this. It's too late for me that." What are you talking about? Your life just started now. On
Yeah.
average, if you're 30 years old, you've got 45 more years. So how is it too late? If we go by being logical, okay? And this whole 3D illusion, right? You got 45 more years. Like me, right? I'm almost 40. That's 40 more years because if I go by like my adoptive mother passed at 81, right? That's at least 40 more years. That's plenty of time to do whatever it is you want.
Yeah. It's never too
Life
late
doesn't
to live the
life
life you want.
doesn't end at any age, any age. Like I've talked to people that are elderly that met the love of their life in their 70s. Who cares?
Mm. Yeah, that's kind of
Right?
bittersweet, but yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because you can live 1 year with the right person and it can feel like a lifetime,
Mm. Yeah.
right? So it's never too late. Never. So it doesn't matter when it happens,
Hmm.
right? Some of the most famous people out there didn't become famous until later in life. Like
Yeah.
I think it was Duncan Hines didn't start making cakes and selling them until he was in his 60s or something like that, or 70s. Everybody knows what Duncan Hines is now.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
never too late. But yeah, as
Well,
far as you, girl, like all the suitors are coming,
all right.
all of them.
I'll come back and update you
All the
as
avalanche.
they
It's
roll
going to
on
be
in.
raining men. It's raining
As they
men.
roll on
That's
in.
that's what's happening. It is raining men.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm at
But
low battery, so I'm gonna hop off. But
all
thank you
right.
so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Did
it.
anyone else want hot seat coaching? Yes, yes. No, no. Say it ain't so. All right. Guys, did you have any questions? Those that don't want hot seat coaching, did you have any questions that you would like me to answer? You can put those on the chat as well. And if not, I might call it a night. It's already 10 o'clock. Anyone have questions? anything? I said, if not, I'm gonna head off of here. But yeah, if you guys have missed earlier where Diana was talking about her success, I highly, highly recommend rewatching that. The live stream is on YouTube, but I'm also going to put the replay on school as well. Because she shared a lot. And I have some success stories. I sent out a survey to those that downloaded my self-concept guide prior. I sent that, what, a week or two ago? And I have some responses. So I have great feedback on how I can make the guide better, as well as I've got a few success stories to share from that. I also have other success stories that have been coming in. It's just finding the time to do it all. Because I am, like I said, getting together this event for next week. So that's my main focus right now. But then after that, it's going to be like avalanche of success, like nonstop. And a lot of other content. I said this earlier in the live stream, but there is a members video that will be posted probably tonight. It was supposed to be posted earlier this week, but what had happened was I accidentally deleted the entire video and all of the files. So I had to redo it. And that's okay. But it's going to be the continuation of the last neurospicy video that I did on essentially how to work with your brain for manifestation. That will be posted. It'll be on the members side of YouTube as well as on the school community. And then I also have a lot more videos coming up in the future as well. I'm not usually this quiet, but I can't use my nice little speaker with my iPad Pro. I think I just figured this out. I have a Yeti microphone next time. Okay. Yeah, when you're using a, do I have my splitter? I don't know where my splitter is, but I have a Yeti as well, and I use a splitter that goes from the it goes from the microphone to the phone. So I have that. So that might be what you need. I don't know where it is right now because I haven't used it in a while because I only use my Yeti when I'm on Zoom. That's what we're using right now. But otherwise I have this. These are the microphones that you guys see when I am on camera. I'll show you. So these are my newest ones. There's a magnet right here. So it like magnetizes to my shirt or whatever, or it can clip. And this part plugs into the phone. So that's what I use now. But I used to use my Yeti when I recorded videos, but I use this now. I had a different microphone also that I used to use. And again, I don't know where those are right now. Those weren't as good quality as this one. Please post a link or your yeah, I will as soon as I'm off of here. Because once I'm off of here, I can go through YouTube and find it for you, and I can post it on there. It's an older video. It might be from end of 2024 or early 2025. I have lots of content. Lots of it. But yeah, there's a splitter, like I said, that can work with your phone that you or an adapter basically. You plug into the microphone like USB, and then it takes that and puts it to your iPhone or your Android. If you guys don't know, I have 2 different phones. This is business phone, this is personal phone, okay? And they are both Androids because I'm an Android person. This one's an S25. I don't know what this other one is. My business phone, literally all I use it for is for texting service. And I used to use this for coaching calls, but now I'm doing them exclusive just over on Zoom. Whether it's a voice call, or it's a video call, is only on Zoom. So if it's a voice call, people can just call in, no matter where they are in the world. It just makes it easier for people. And if it's a video call, we join on like this on the Zoom. And it's both of them are recorded now. Whereas when I was using this for calls, they couldn't be recorded, right? A little bit harder to get recording. So now it's recorded, and the person that gets a coaching call with me gets the recording of the call automatically. I made that adjustment. And also for my texting service, I added in Telegram because some people told me they didn't like WhatsApp. So now you have the option of WhatsApp or Telegram. So like you guys heard earlier with Diana, she got my texting service. So she had my texting service for 2 weeks. I used to have the service for a month or a 2-week service. That 2-week service is now 1 week, just because, you know, it's time consuming. I'm just going to be honest. When people are booking with me for a month at a time, and this is, I will cater to everyone, but they're not as needy. So when people are getting the 2-week, they're usually more needy. They need more of my time, and that's fine. That's why now it's a week, because if they want 2 weeks with me, that's fine. They can continue to do it and have 2 weeks with me, but it needs to be the right exchange for the effort. So you can book a week or you can book a month. And it is a subscription service unless you cancel it, but you can cancel it at any time. You can even cancel it before the month is up, and I still give you the full month. It's not like you canceled, I'm not going to coach you anymore. No, you finish out the month with me. Anybody that has gotten coaching with me knows that. Just like Diana said earlier, I texted her on the last day because I hadn't heard from her for a couple of days. And I was like, this is your last day. Do you need anything? Right? Because I'm going to give everybody what they pay for. But from now on, my one-on-one services is calls and texting service. All of my programs, like the upcoming events, hot seat coaching, Q&As, and when I run intensives again, those will all be through school. I'm no longer doing those directly through Stand Store. It's just so I keep everything in one place. Got here late. I still got some important info and hyping from other members. Yeah. And that's why I like doing these, because whether you are coached or not, you get something from the other people that are being coached, right? Perfect. So if there is nothing else, I'm going to get off of here. I don't even know if people are messaging on YouTube. They were earlier. There was some people that said that they wanted to join, but I don't see a pending like request. So too bad, too sad. Like I make everything so easy. But regardless. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get off of here unless there are any more questions. But it doesn't look like anyone's typing or has any questions. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go get the members video taken care of and some other content as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. For The Alchemist, even those that are on YouTube, I'm going live again tomorrow. So I am going live again tomorrow within the school community, and it's just going to be for the school community. It is not going to be over on the not going to be over on YouTube. So if you want to join that, if you want to be hot seat coached, you need to join by tomorrow. Tomorrow we're doing it at 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's when we're going to start. So Pacific time, 3 p.m. Okay. But regardless, if you guys are joined me live, you're watching me live, or you're catching the replay, I know no matter what, you're about to have the best day or night of your life.